Well, good Sunday afternoon to everybody. Unusual day for me today. Did a lot of cleaning up in the Bearded Welshman study. Today I'm going to be smoking some GLP's Abington in my Nording Great Dane. This is that cabinet. Look how shiny and pretty. This is that cabinet I showed you guys last week. I just got done cleaning it up. Pleasant little surprise. These were down in the bottom. So I'll probably give me a second, take some pipes, for example. Display them in there like so. And as you can see, here I'll bring it closer. As you can see, let's lower that a little bit, because I can't. Put some cans in there, and move you back. Put some tins and some stuff from my cellar in there. And I think once I get it all together, I have his hangers. I'm going to hang that on the wall. I'm kind of glad. I was kind of disappointed because the doors, it had a glass door on it that was taken off. Hang on one second. Seeing something that's really irritating me. Missed the spot. So I'll probably take and put some probably a couple tins and a couple pipes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Not sure at all. So this isn't an unusual part of the Bearded Welshman study, you see. And there's one of two. The other one is sitting is where the piece was sitting on. And then we'll turn you around. Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy. Not the purpose. There's a portion. My cellar portion is some of the things I have. And over here, this is the main Bible I use. And then here's versions. I was telling everybody I collect Bibles. Over here I got a whole bunch of Bibles. I got commentaries up here. I got books over there. All kinds of stuff. Some of the books, some of the people that I read from, probably wouldn't read their books again, because you grow and you learn things. But they were good at the time of reading them. But anyhow, so I want to load up. Amazing. I still love the smell of that. Look at that. Okay. This is from 2018. Well, the date that it was sold was in December 2018. It's over a year old. Still nice. Still good. It's not like they really go out of their way. Plastic lid, You just have to make sure you put things on here right. And it's got some Cyprian Latakia in it that I really like. And red and yellow Virginias. I just like this blend. Normally, there's not a whole lot from GLP's that I do like. Now, I did like the Odyssey that Mike gave us to do on the test, the blind test for the Briar Pack, so I did enjoy that. I did enjoy that very much. So, I'm going to pack my pipe up here pretty good. And then we're going to go out and smoke. It is beautiful today in Pennsylvania. Sun is shining. I think it is in the 50s. I think. Close to it. If not, close to it. So I took a little pledge and I cleaned up the old desk. I'm gonna take some Murphy's oil soap. I got 2 of these stools. Right? Wicker chair. Take a little Murphy's oil. Clean them up. That's going to be my guitar picking stools for my Bearded Welshman's studio / study. Won't use them out in the garage. Then I have some other ones I'm going to clean up and we're going to find use for them. I like to repurpose things. Not a guy that likes to be in debt, you know. So if you don't have to buy something and put it on credit, and you can repurpose it, make it just like it's brand new, why not? The only things I don't do that with are mattresses and couches. But other things, you can. So, as you can see, folks, I am loaded up, okay? And I'm going to pause this, and we'll be right back. Hey, well, we're back. We are in the Bearded Welshman's backyard studio. I'm sure you can hear the traffic, but it is just too nice. I don't want to sit in the garage today. And so I got my Great Dane all loaded up. I'll have you know, just before we do that, loaded up with Great Dane, right? There's my pipe. This afternoon, no coffee. Purified water. Of course. Black coffee and water. That's all you see coming out of my system. That's all I got. Runs through my veins. One light. One. What happens when you learn how to clean your lighter? See that? Thank you, LaDon. Briar blade, teaching me how to do that. You're a good man. Let me see if I can get my foot over. So, get comfortable here. So, reading this book, I like to educate myself, called by Nate Pickowicz, called Why We're Protestant, An Introduction to the 5 Solas of the Reformation. For those of you who don't know, Martin Luther started the whole thing with the 95 Thesis. You know, and then we have all the solas, right? In Latin, they call them solas, right? So he gives a brief introduction of what happened and how Protestantism, using the word right, came about. The origins of Protestant Reformation. And then we get into the 5 solas. Sola Scriptura, Scripture alone. Sola Gratia, grace alone. Sola Fide, faith alone. Sola Christus, I think I'm saying that right. Christ alone. Sola Dei Gloria, the glory of God alone. Then the final word, and then actually puts in here Martin Luther's 95 Thesis. Martin Luther was a monk, Catholic monk. To give you a brief description on what I've been reading so far. By the way, deer antler, one of a kind, pipe tamper, perfect. Found this at a craft show. Guy was using it as a paperweight. Gave it to me. He found out what I wanted to use it for. So Martin Luther was upset with the abuses of the Catholic Church and leadership. I'll get the guy's name wrong, so let me pull the guy's name up, okay? Because I will get it wrong. Tetzel. I'm saying, if you give this much money, when you do this, and you do the penance, and you do this and that, the Catholic thing, and those of you that are Catholic, you know what I'm talking about. You could pray for your dead ones, loved ones, and hopefully they'll get into heaven. Martin Luther felt that they were abusing the people of God, the Catholics. And he tried to reform Catholicism. And what ended up happening is the papacy, they weren't having none of it. Brought him up on charges. They asked him to defend himself and recant. And he didn't recant, basically. I'm just giving you a quick summary. And he went on to write many books. Pastor church. He was obviously kicked out of the Catholic Church. And that is how the Protestant Reformation started. And Protestantism was Catholicism, Protestantism, whatever, came about. So, anyhow. Interesting read. Nate Pickowicz. I got this from my buddy Tim Hurd with the BTWN guy, who, by the way, has very good vlogs. He does. He only has 10 out there right now. He has another podcast. He has another channel. And he does very well for himself. Nate is a pastor of Harvest Bible Baptist Church in New Hampshire. He also authored Reviving New England. The key to revitalizing post-Christian America, and serves as general editor of the American Puritan series. Additionally, he writes for Entreating Favor, N-E-N, treatingfavor.com, and as of when this book was written. Okay, so don't know how much of that has changed. But an interesting read. Looks like first edition was 2001, and this is copyrighted 2017, or no? Quotations from the ESV were from a 2001 copyright. This came out in 2017. So, interesting read. Why we're Protestant. So, interesting. So I was watching videos early this morning after my studies. I need to get a bigger backstage studio, or what is it, as Mel the Garbage Man Piper calls it. And I got up, did my studies, did my devotions, my prayers, got ready for church. I was watching this video, and it was Tom, Northwest Pipe Smoker, NW Pipe Smoker. It happens to be one of the few channels that I watch regularly. He doesn't put content out every day. He's got several thousand followers subscribed to him. Great guy. We correspond back and forth via email. He's kept me company, whether he knows it or not, through my 7 months of being off work. Just a great guy. Hope to get to meet him someday at a pipe show. So we shall see. But he's just a great guy. He's the one that turned me on to custom-built pipes and BP jumps. So his latest video was from a place I think it was called Harvey's Pier today. It came out today. I don't know if he filmed it yesterday or if it was today. Let me see here. Having a smoke at not Harvey's Pier, Harper Pier, at the Harper Pier, excuse me. Came out today. It's funny in its description box. It goes, having a sad smoke, seasonal affective disorder, the winter gray sky blues, out at the Harper Pier on Puget Sound. Looking forward to my next big adventure this coming week, riding a motorcycle up from Tucson to Seattle. Wow. Let me tell you something. That's a trip.
It's kind of a...
I'd love to be able to do that. I've done my share of traveling. But Tucson to Seattle on a motorcycle, that's a ride. And I'm sure a portion of that ride is going to get cold. But anyhow, so as I was listening to this, it ended and I did not know. And all of a sudden, I'm in another video of his, listening to this video, and the video is called, The Pipe as a Tool for Thoughtfulness, and was made in 2017, March 2017. I was 3 years old. I thought it was today, so I don't know how I don't know. I listen more than I watch. And he talked about how his friend Brian had, shared with him about your pipe can be your shield. And that when men get together, they're kind of standoffish if they don't know each other. Let me fix the mic. Kind of standoffish if they don't know each other. And then I can see something that they both are acquainted with or that they both enjoy, like a pipe or a can of beer or something. And all of a sudden, boom, conversation started. But it was an interesting video. It is one of his that I had not seen. And Tom's got a lot. I mean, he's been doing this, long time. He's got almost 10,000 subscribers. But the pipe as a tool for thoughtfulness. Never thought of it that way. Never really thought of it that way. So it was interesting. I'm going to put the phone away. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to zip this up a little bit further. Because guess what, folks? The sun is going down. Before you know it, daylight savings will be here. And we will have 8:30, 9 o'clock sunsets again. I look forward to it. Well, I'm using a fairly new mic system, in case any of you are wondering. It's called the Kima. Let me grab here. Kima Fun, K-I-M-A. And it's cordless, so I'm not strapped like I would be with my purple panda, you know. So I could walk off in the distance and you can see me, or you can see me, yeah, you can see me obviously. You can still hear me talking, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. I had the camera back pretty far, but I wanted to come out and enjoy a pipe, and I thought, well, I'll get on real quick. Do a Sunday afternoon chat. It's interesting. Normally Sundays, we get up, we go to church, we come home, I relax, and the wife cooks, and we pre-prepare our meals and lunches for the week. And but today, I decided to clean the Bearded Welshman's pipe studio / study, which is preparing some stuff for my podcast that I have. News on that later. Going through some emails. By the way, please be patient with me in answering some emails. I might not answer right away. Normally on Sundays, I don't really take a look at my phone, other than to maybe do this if I feel like doing this. But I don't really look at my emails a whole lot. I may check out my Instagram, but I generally have things that I like to do and spend time with Merle and stuff like that. So Merle's in timeout right now, and I'm not going to argue with her. Merle upset mommy a little bit, so Merle's in a timeout. So I'm going to go out and get Merle in a little bit. We're going to come out. We're going to burn off some of that energy he has. Normally on Sundays, though, we go to church and I come home and we eat lunch. Every other Sunday we do a fellowship meal right after church. We break bread and have communion together. And then, we part ways and stuff. It's really nice. It's a lot of fun. You get to know people better that way. We do life together, and I really enjoy it. And then I come home, but normally I come home and I'll read, or I'll study. I'll get more of my studies going, study my Bible, read my books. I'm really into this right now. I got this back in November of 2019, and I really just started reading it, and it's getting really interesting. So I kind of put, like I said, I do 2 to 4 books. Kind of put the other ones on the back burner right now, so I can concentrate on this. I'm actually doing better. Hope to be released to be able to drive again here soon. But I'm doing really good. I was taken off. I wasn't allowed to drive because of love them Jake brakes on them trucks, huh? It's for all my trucker friends out there. Love you guys. I miss driving. We live near an exit, so you should hear how loud some of those get at night, especially when you have your windows open. They'll wake you up in the middle of the night. That's how loud they get. Even though we get used to it. But anyhow, it's neither here nor there. So where was I? So I just relax, do my studies. I like to follow up church with reading, more study, go through what the sermon was about, and then read. And normally I do 2 to 4 books, but I'm able to focus better right now. The short-term memory loss is pretty much it's gone. I'm not having that issue right now anymore. I'm healthier, feeling better. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on PT. I see the neurosurgeon again for my second follow-up, and we'll see where we go from there. And so, listen, there are some of you that have been trying to contact me, and I usually heart the videos because sometimes this is the beauty of having callous fingers from playing a guitar. You don't always need a tamper. That tamper can only go down so far because of the way this bowl is. So, you do what you do. And it's windy, so it's making this pipe go down quicker. Which is kind of good because it's cold. I should say it's getting colder. So, I'm gonna focus on this book. I'm gonna try to get this book done within a couple days. And then I'm going to go back to the one book at a time or two books at a time reading. Right now I've been doing 2, 3, 4 because it's hard to focus on one thing for a long period of time. It had been. So prayers were answered. Thank you very much. It's a combination of things that was going on. So I just wanted to do that. But I wanted to go on real quick. So I appreciate y'all's time. Thanks for sitting out on the Bearded Welshman's back, let's call it backstage studio, like the Garbage Man Piper's got. Except he's indoors, but he's got the front porch studio where he's outdoors, but it's also a lot warmer where he's at. So, if you haven't had a chance, check out nwpipesmoker's videos. I'm actually going to put a link to that pipe, a tool for thoughtfulness. Very well done. Very well said, I should say, Tom. It's very thoughtful. And he holds a very good conversation. He's the type of guy you can just sit down with and sit for hours and just bond. And not necessarily talk. Or you can talk and share stories and spend some time together. He's just a great guy. A very knowledgeable guy. Very up on his history. He's interested in a lot of things. I don't need to speak for Tom. He can speak for himself. But I just like the guy. It's one of my favorite channels. Like I said, it's one of the few that I watch faithfully. The others, you'll have to guess. Listen, folks, I got almost 1,000 subscribers. I'm up over 900. I don't even know where it's at right now. I know it was over 920 the other day or yesterday or something like that. I'm up more. Thank you very much to the new subscribers. I appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy the channel and continue to subscribe. I hope that you're entertained first and foremost. I hope that I can help you along in any way that I can. By the way, the food grade tubing, got the idea from nwpipesmoker, because I'm a chomper. I'd be going through stems like no tomorrow. Number one, I hope you're entertained. Number two, I hope I'm able to give you some thoughtful insights to things. And number three, if you enjoy anything or anything I say helps you, great, because I like to serve others. I am no better than anybody else. I'm not. I often think of myself beneath most people because it's just the way I've been taught that you're no better than the next guy. It's one of the things we talked about in church this morning too. It was a really good sermon. Actually, I might put a link up to that too. My pastor's a very, very good pastor. And we're in between books. He goes through books of the Bible. Today he talked about giving. Blew my mind because it wasn't at all what I expected. I've heard many stories about tithing and giving. It had Very little to do with tithing of your money. It talked about giving. There's more to giving than just your money. Blew my mind. By the way, when it's windy out, and I don't want to relight it with a match or a lighter. See that? Cover the bowl. If you know how fire works, it needs 3 things, right? Fuel source, oxygen, right? And I can't think of the other thing. But anyhow. God bless you all. Love you all. Have a blessed week. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow night. Maybe I won't. If I do, I will have coffee. Actually, I'm going to have to make a pot right now. And do some more studying. And have some dinner with my lovely bride, Mrs. Bearded Welshman. So God bless. Stay safe. I love you all.